Hey, it's Maxarelli, Poppa E for another week of Dirty Dozen. Last week,
Dirty Dozen and more, right?
yeah, a little bit more this week. Last week, you were 9-9 on the rivalry week.
Oh, that sucked.
So was I.
Okay.
You were 2-4 in college, 4-3 in NFL. So 15-16 for the total week. 81-73-1 on the season for 52%. I was 9-9, 2-4, and 5-2, which was 15-16, 86-67-1 for 56%. So I would be about breaking even if we were putting real money on this shite. So hey, breaking even's better than losing.
That's right. Push.
Yeah, exactly. Push. So this week we got Conference Championship week. So the first game we have here is Kennesaw State versus Jacksonville State in the Conference USA title game. The Jacksonville State team is 1.5 favorite in this one. I'm going to go Kennesaw State.
I think I took Kennesaw State as well.
Sure enough did. Next we have the Sun Belt Conference, which is Troy versus James Madison. James Madison, 21.5-point favorites in this one. I think they need to put on a showing in this one.
I think Troy will cover that. That's conference game. That's a lot.
James Madison's going to whoop them up. That's what I think. All right, next we have the AAC with the North Texas Mean Green versus the Tulane Green Wave.
I'm taking North Texas.
I am as well. They're getting 3.5 or 3 in this one. So
yeah, I think North Texas takes
I do as well. Next we have the Mountain West. We have UNLV versus Boise State. Boise State 1.5 favorite in this one.
I took the blue field.
I don't think they're playing it on the blue field, but I know you're going Boise. I'm going UNLV in this one.
Well, I meant blue field because Boise.
Gotcha.
You're right.
Big 12, we have BYU at Texas Tech, or not at versus Texas Tech, I guess. 12.5 points in this one.
I'm going to say Tech covers that.
I think so as well. Next, we have the what do we figure? Oh yeah, the MAC. The MAC, Miami of Ohio versus Western Michigan. Western Michigan, 2.5-point favorite in this one.
I went with Western Michigan.
Yes, you did. I'm going Miami of Ohio in this one. Next, we have the SEC. We have the Georgia Bulldogs versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide, 2.5-point underdogs in this one. They're getting 2.5.
I took Georgia.
You sure enough did. I'm going Alabama in this one. Kalen DeBoer and the boys. Next, we have the one that could be the biggest bracket buster ever. We have the shitty blue. God, try that again. The shitty Duke Blue Devils from the ACC versus UVA, University of Virginia Cavaliers. Cavaliers 2.5-point favorites in this one. They're going 7-5 Duke on this one. I see.
I'm taking Duke on this one just because
chaos is fun.
Nobody. Well, yeah, but nobody else from the ACC did any kind of anything to make this.
See, that's why I really don't think.
I mean, what was Virginia's record? They 7-5 as well.
No, they're like 8-2 or 8-3, I think.
But man.
Well, let's check AI on that one.
Because
what's Virginia's record on the season?
So we're talking ACC. Isn't Florida State ACC?
Virginia Cavaliers.
Okay, Virginia's 10-2.
Basketball teams. Virginia Cavaliers football 2025.
They're 10-2. So that's not bad. That's not bad.
No, but so you mean to tell me Florida State aren't they in the ACC?
Yep, Florida State sucks this year.
Okay.
Miami.
Yeah, they've choked quite a few away, and so did Miami.
Yeah, Miami lost a couple of bad games.
And let's not even mention Clemson.
Right, Clemson, I think they're like 500. They might be below.
Yeah, but I'm still taking Duke just because Christian Laettner's going to show up on the sideline. He's going to be helping them out.
Yeah. No, I'm going Virginia in this one. The crazy thing is honestly, if you're not going to put Virginia in, then you can't put Miami in. In my opinion, if you want to play this little game of how we're going to say conference championships mean something,
You're right. if they
You
do
can't
that,
you can't put Miami in the tournament if you're not going to put their conference champion in.
if they take Miami over whoever wins this,
Right? It's ridiculous.
it just made everything.
Yep. It means nothing. It means
it will mean
absolutely nothing.
You're right, and that's
It's ridiculous.
again. I hate the ranking system. I personally think your conferences are big enough. You have different divisions in there, and your winners of the divisions make the playoffs.
Now, I also think, though, that if you have a hot team in your conference that maybe didn't make the title game, but maybe they were tied, they were like tied for second and they lost a tiebreaker, and that team goes in and gets blown out, maybe that third place team maybe should get in over the second place team. Maybe. But if your conference champion doesn't make the tournament, then you don't deserve to make the tournament.
No, you're
the best team in your conference.
If the winner of that doesn't make the playoffs,
right.
no ACC team should.
No, I agree. As much as I like Miami, again, if we're playing by rules, we got to make some sort of rules. There's got to be rules. I understand.
Hey, this is where it is.
I understand that. I totally understand that, and I agree with you. But that's what I'm saying. There's got to be rules. You got to make some sort of rules.
I thought they had rules.
Right. But if Miami makes it in over Virginia, then there's no rules.
Exactly. And it'd be
bullshit.
Bullshit.
Or if Duke wins and Miami makes it in, how is that? That doesn't make any sense.
Whoever wins this game should be in.
They should be.
That's part of the guidelines.
Kind of no, because it's the Big 12, the SEC and the Big 10 get automatic bids as the Big 3 or whatever you want to call them now. After that, for the top 5 spots, it's the 2 best champions out of the rest of these teams. Out of the rest of these ones. So out of Kennesaw State and JMU, let's say North Texas, Boise State, out of those ones there, actually, I think the Big 12 gets an automatic bid too. I think.
Hey, I'm just
going
with my deal. You split your conferences are big enough. Split them in half.
No,
your division winners automatically go.
I agree.
If you have 2 extra spots, then you could fiddle around with an independent or whatever.
I agree, but I think it is the Big 10. Well, the Big 10 and the SEC, automatically get automatic bids into that shit.
Well, there's your ACC right there. There's your ACC right there. Whoever wins that should be in.
I think Big 12 gets an automatic. Big 12 gets an automatic. So those 3 are automatics there. So the Big 12, the SEC, and the Big 10. And then out of the rest of these here, the top 2, let me rephrase that, the top rated out of these ones here,
rankings suck donkey balls.
Well, that's what's so important about the rankings.
But
again, the top 3 out of the group here, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out of these 6,
I thought ACC got an auto.
No, I think it's just these 3, because they're talking about ACC's not even going to get a chance to make it in.
But here's the deal: ACC championship winner should be on there. Period. And if it's Duke or it's Virginia, it's not going to matter if they lose that first game, because how much money, and this is what the NCAA thinks about, how much money is that school going to get?
Oh, tons.
So you know what? Let them go.
Well, again, it's the top 5, the top 5 out of all of these. I misspoke. It's the top 5 out of all of these ranked. So again, the Big 10 is going to get the number 1 seed because they got number 1 against number 2.
You're
so
right.
They're going to have the highest rank. So the Big 10 is going to get the number 1 seed. Then it's probably going to go to the number 2 seed is going to be the SEC because you got either Georgia or Alabama. The next one is going to be the Big 12 because you have Tech and BYU. BYU is in the top 20. So that's 3. But then out of all these here, like James Madison, I think it's like 25 maybe.
Hey, the winners out of each of those should be in.
But that's what they're saying. So as of right now, like if Duke wins, it's going to be James Madison and possibly North Texas that get in as the other two division champions.
Yeah, that's
right.
We could discuss it after this week and we see what really happens.
Right. So where did we leave off here? My bad.
Oh, the last one is that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we didn't get to the granddaddy of them all here.
No, we haven't.
Big Ten championship, Indiana at Ohio State, versus Ohio State. Excuse me. 5.5.
I'm taking Indiana, not because I'm from close by, but because Ohio State, I think, was so prepped to beat Michigan. And I think they're going to have a big head going into this. I think Indiana wins this game. I'm sorry. Indiana covers.
Yeah, Indiana covers. Exactly. I got Ohio State covering. I think maybe 2 touchdowns in this one, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. They'll probably win and not cover, to be honest with you. So that is conference championships. Next we have NFL. Thursday night, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the Detroit Lions. 3.5 points for the Lions in this one.
I think the Cowgirls cover.
I do as well. Next, we have the Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. 7.5 points for the Falcons in this one.
I think Atlanta will cover this, but not win.
I can't go against my Seahawks. I think you're probably right, but I can't bet against my Seahawks. So we're going with Seahawks.
I feel you.
Next, we have Chicago at Green Bay. Green Bay 7-point favorite for this one. I agree. Chicago covers. I don't think they win. We'll talk about that later. But I definitely think Chicago covers this one. They're going to keep it close. They're playing salty ball, even though I heard some bad stats about your quarterback today. But they're playing salty ball. Cincinnati at Buffalo. Buffalo 6.5.
Buffalo covers.
I don't think so.
They're going to take it by a touchdown.
I think Cincinnati. I think Joe Burrow is going to do some.
Joe Burrow, Mr. Half a Season.
Exactly.
Lost a lot of respect for this guy. Him and Josh Allen.
Okay.
Josh Allen's going to show he's a better quarterback.
I hope so. Remember, I told you this is a fantasy pick.
You can't keep saying it too long, or it's going to reverse on you.
Houston at Kansas City. Kansas City 5.5 points.
Houston's going to cover this.
I think so as well. I think they're going to win, to be honest with you. Next, we have Philadelphia at the Chargers. Chargers 4.5.
Chargers are 1.5?
No, Chargers are getting 1.5. Excuse me.
I think Philly.
I do as well. All right, so that is the Dirty Dozen for the week.
All right, so we are now done with the Dirty Dozen. We'll do and now it's welcome to PSC Sports Chat. We're doing a 2-for-1 today. Those of you who thought you were going to get a 10-minute in and out, you're wrong. You're getting a Big E session today.
All right, kid.
All right. Before we get to football, let's talk about some NBA. Let's. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Fuckers. That's what I'm going to call them. I meant to say that because
I thought that were the Clippers.
Yeah, well, they clipped Chris Paul. They clipped themselves
in the middle of the night.
They are basically the Los Angeles Fuckers.
Yep.
And if you ask me, so already under investigation for Kiwi, who's hurt half the time, and Mr. Ego and I want the ball anyway, all that stuff. Oh, you also have the biggest prima donna in the NBA to me, James Harden, on that team, right?
He does have a great beard, though.
Am I wrong? You got 2 very selfish players on the Clippers.
I would say so.
Okay. And then you have Chris Paul. Chris Paul went back to the Clippers.
Wanted to retire as a Clipper.
Yeah, he did.
Wanted his swan song to be with the Clippers. He wanted to ride it out in the sunset as a Clipper.
But did you know he only played for them like 2011, 2017, something like that?
But his best years were probably as a Clipper, I would say.
But did you know he's the Clippers' all-time leader in assists and steals?
Probably, yeah. Because they've never had anybody that worth this shit. So, yeah, it makes sense.
So, Chris Paul, to me, is the prototypical point guard.
He's a point guard, yes. Yeah. He's not a lead guard. He's a point guard.
He's going to pass it. He's going to let the other guys try to get their shots. The other 2 guys don't like that. But what's coming out in these reports, supposedly, and I would believe it, Tyronn Lue, who I think is a piece of shit coach. I don't think he's very good. I think he's there to take a paycheck and let the players run the team.
Well, it's also coming out that he might like to play a little poker. I heard. He might like to play a little poker.
Well, that'd be another thing.
With his friend Chauncey. I mean,
that'd be another thing.
According to my sources, I'm not going to give up my sources here, but according to my sources, Ty Lue might like to play a little poker on the side.
But here's the biggest thing that comes to me is when they say the coach and Chris Paul did not speak for weeks.
That's retarded.
But it was because of Chris Paul's leadership style of holding everyone accountable.
For having a 5-11 team.
So you have a point guard, which a point guard is supposed to be the leader of the team.
Unselfish.
Exactly. He wants to hold everybody accountable.
Because that's what you're supposed to do as a leader.
But you can't hold James fucking Harden and Kiwi, I'm fucking hurt all the time, Leonard, accountable. You can't do it.
But I don't think that's what I mean, that's your assumptions. But I think it was even holding Ty Lue accountable for
that was my next guy.
Was
my next guy.
Having a trash team.
My next guy. Ty Lue is not a good coach. He's a player's coach. He's going to do what the players want. The players he's going to have to listen to on the Clippers is Kiwi and the Beard.
Yeah.
That's who he's going to have to listen to.
Yeah.
And look at this. And Paul George, I think he left when he was like, I am not playing with the Beard. I really think that's why he left, was screw this guy. I'm out. I like Paul George. I liked him when he was with the Thunder. He was with the Thunder with Carmelo, who's very selfish himself.
Yes, he is.
And Russell Westbrook. The Thunder were still making the playoffs. The Thunder were still a good team.
They were.
They didn't have the Beard. So it makes me wonder, Sam Presti, who to me is one of the best GMs in the NBA of all time, you really can't deny that.
You can, but you'd be hard to.
Okay, you'd have to be a half-tard.
Yeah.
But did he see something early on with James Harden said, if any of these guys got to go, it's that guy?
Yeah.
I think he did.
I do too.
Look where he's going everywhere. He went to Houston and had to be the man in Houston.
Wasn't he getting loud about playing time and shots, though, towards the end?
Yes.
That's why Presti got rid of him.
Yes. And then he went to Houston, got all the shots.
Yes. And he's got all the shots he's ever wanted.
A very selfish player.
Yep. Not a team player.
I hope he never wins a title.
He never will.
I hope he never does. I hope, Kiwi.
There's no hoping. There's no hoping. He never will win a title.
By
the way he plays basketball, he'll never win a title.
I would hope that Chris Paul could win a title.
Somebody's going to pick him up.
I mean, that's the type of leader you want on a team.
He should go back to the Pelicans and just retire with the Pelicans.
I don't know about that. But I'll tell you what, Chris Paul was with the Thunder for a year or two.
That's right, he was.
And they said, and he wasn't the best scorer and all that other stuff with the Thunder, but he gave that young team leadership qualities.
I don't think this team needs it, though.
But look at the Thunder now.
I know they don't need it.
Shea was there when Chris Paul was there.
Okay, what I'm saying is they don't need him now.
No, I'm not saying he should go to the Thunder. What I'm saying is he went to a young team.
He couldn't play the Thunder style basketball.
What I'm saying is he went to a young team and instilled qualities in them.
Right. Maybe he should go play for Memphis.
But Jaw's got to go. that brings up another one.
Maybe he'll teach Jaw how to play.
Jaw won't listen.
You never know. Maybe he was a Chris Paul fan.
The jaw.
Maybe he was a Chris Paul fan. You never know.
But I would hope he could go somewhere.
Somebody's going to pick him up.
And hopefully win a title. And maybe he decides to play another year after this year.
Okay, but you say win a title. Okay, so there's very limited places. Well, actually, maybe Indiana. I mean, I know they're tanking this year, but
if he plays another year.
Well, no.
I think after this, he plays next year.
No, he said this is a retirement tour.
Nah, I think after this shit.
Nah.
But, you've got what other teams? You can't go to Milwaukee because speaking on the NBA, Giannis is in talks with the Bucks about if he should stay or go. And I don't blame them. I blame the coach in Miami, Doc Rivers. They were a better team before they got Doc Rivers.
Well, but then you put a lot of eggs in the basket of Dame, and then he blows his Achilles. Didn't he blow his Achilles? Isn't that what he did?
Yeah, he hurt himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, they got rid of their coach before Doc, and they went this instantaneously when Doc came on. Doc is a 500 guy. He is a 500 coach.
Maybe a little higher than that, but
we're doing it right now.
I don't fear Doc Rivers as a coach.
I'm saying, if I'm playing Doc Rivers' team, I'm like, we got this. What is Doc Rivers' NBA coaching record? Let's just see. Let's go to totals. Oh, it doesn't give me totals. Why can't it give me totals? I got a Basketball Reference. Career. Wow, he's coached quite a few teams. Where's wins and losses? Right here. He is a 586 percentage coach.
Almost 600.
1171 and 829.
About what I figured. A little lower than I figured, but
his best years were with Philadelphia.
Okay.
His next best years, believe it or not, was with the Clippers. Who was their point guard with Doc Rivers?
I think it was
what?
Jason Kidd.
What? No. I mean, no.
Wasn't his kid? That was his kid.
He's 3 years with
I'm kidding.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they were horrible. They were horrible years.
529 with Milwaukee.
See? Exactly. With Milwaukee, but again, he is almost a 600 coach.
Almost, but to me, he's a 500 coach. Because you got to remember, he was with the Celtics when they had Garnett.
Right.
I mean, and those players helped him.
He's lucked out with good lineups, is what it is. He's not a good coach, not a good X's and O coach. No, he's not.
His worst teams, Orlando, his first team, and currently Milwaukee.
Well, but he's still above 500 coach. That's a playoff coach. I mean,
well, in the NBA, you just got to be the top 14.
Right. I mean, you actually have to be 500 to make the playoffs. Last year, I don't even think you had to be 500 to make the playoffs.
But Clippers, to me, dumpster fire of the NBA.
Yeah.
That's Chris Paul, dude. That is Chris Paul. Yeah, he's not won a national championship. He hasn't.
NBA title.
Whatever. He hasn't won a title. He don't have a ring. But he brings something more to a team.
Well,
especially when you're trying to tell these people to be held accountable. You're making fucking millions a year to play a game. You're playing a game, and someone wants you held accountable because they want to win. That just shows you Kiwi and James, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit.
Well, it's
I'll let you go on your rant now.
Well, I don't really have a rant. It's just more of that's why it is nice in the NBA when they do keep vets around. Like a guy like Udonis Haslem down in Miami had a 20-year career as literally the seventh man off the bench his whole career. Well, he didn't start for a while.
Yeah, he started the first probably 5-7 years.
But again, most of his career, and even at the end of his career, he didn't play. He was just he was the locker room guy.
And you know what?
He was the glue of the team.
Miami was still a solid team with him there.
Well, and it also
till Jimmy Butler went there.
And if there was ever a fight, too, UD would have been the first one to throw hands as well.
Well, yeah, that's the type of guy you want.
Exactly.
Or one of them. I mean, all that's missing from the Clippers is for Jimmy Butler to be on the Clippers. That's all that's missing.
He won't be. He's close, but he won't be.
No, he's with the Warriors, and they are.
But it's not playoff time.
It
doesn't matter.
Anyway.
All you got to do is get it in to the NBA playoffs. Because I'll tell you what, would you want to play Golden State in the first round of playoffs?
Yeah.
No way. You still got to stop Steph Curry. Steph Curry's still a little MF'er, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to play again.
They're not as good as they were. I mean,
of course they're not as good as they were, but you still have, I don't know. To stop Steph Curry in a 5-game series is
you got Butler and wanting the ball.
Doesn't matter. I don't know.
We'll see come playoff time.
We will see
we will
come
see.
playoff time.
So was that enough for the NBA?
I mean, that's enough for mine. Yeah.
All right.
You know me, I don't really follow that. Still playoffs.
MLB baseball, not much going on right there. No one's really signed since Dylan Cease got his money.
Well, yeah, that was a big ripoff, but
and
here
then
nor there. Well, there is some college football news.
Well, in hockey, we don't have much. You know, we'll get Jeff on here. We'll do some hockey.
Yeah.
But college football, go ahead. College football.
Well, there's a coach that.
Wait a minute.
There's a coach that got a new job. You hear about this one?
The guy that went to Missouri?
No, yeah. Missouri got a new coach. Well, I don't know. No, Missouri didn't get a new coach. LSU.
LSU. Morrow got it.
Yeah,
Morrow got a job.
I didn't even know he was still coaching, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this the other day. I had to look it up.
Good to see Jim Mora is still coaching out there, that slimy bastard.
Wait, Kentucky's getting a new coach?
Yeah, Stoops is getting fired. I didn't even know Stoops was still there. I thought he was gone a long time ago. But
no, he was kind of steady, and then the last 3 years was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that is not a good excuse.
So I obviously I cannot guess this coach. Who is it you speak of, Maxarelli?
Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin has taken the LSU job.
When did this come? What? Wait.
Okay.
What? When did all this happen? What?
Here's what
Give me some info here.
Here's what I'm going to say about this whole thing. Is Lane duped me bad. Lane duped me bad.
Yes.
I so thought that Lane was a change man. I really did. But Lane Kiffin is going to do what Lane Kiffin is going to do. Lane Kiffin is always going to leave. He's never going to stay. LSU fans, I'm sorry to tell you, you got about 5-6 years.
6 at most. That's the longest he's been somewhere.
And then Lane's going to bounce. I hate to say it because I love guys like.
Now, wait a minute.
I love guys like Nick Saban that stayed at Alabama. When other jobs people came calling for Nick Saban. He stayed at Alabama. Guys like Bobby Bowden stayed at Florida State.
Well, till Texas A&M called.
Bobby Bowden?
Oh, wait, no, that's Jimbo Fisher. My bad. Wrong coach.
He is a disciple of Bobby Bowden, yes.
My bad.
Guys like Joe Pa. We're not going to talk anything about anything else in the program.
Joe Pa stayed basically till he died.
He stepped down and died 2 weeks later.
That's what I mean. He basically stayed till he died.
State
is Joe Pa.
Was Joe Pa.
Still
is Joe Pa. Guys like Don James. Retired at Washington. I just don't like the hopping around of coaches in college football. And I know that's a landscape, and I know that's really how it is. And I know but even at the end of the day here, it wasn't even money this time. Well, I guess at the end of the day, maybe it was money. Maybe we have a bigger NIL.
Money for recruiting.
Right.
Money
it all comes down to money. It does. Which sucks because Lane Kiffin was doing some great things at Ole Miss.
He was.
Who has never been shit. They might win the Egg Bowl every year, but who gives a shit? Because Mississippi State sucks too.
Okay.
It's just I really liked Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss because he is a shit hot coach. He is a good fucking coach. He is. He's a great recruiter. He's a great motivator. Lane Kiffin is great.
Even with the squealy yoga voice?
Yes. At a small school, I love Lane Kiffin. And I love the fact, really, that he went to LSU because I am an LSU fan. I am. Like, again, any team purple and gold except for the Vikings. They've got me. Just, you got me. Purple and gold, you got me. LSU.
I think they're more yellow than gold. But okay.
They are, but it's close enough. You know what I'm saying? It's close enough. Remember back in the day when we all did big schools? Mikey got Washington. You went to Texas Christian.
TCU.
And I went to LSU. Purple and gold.
You did ECU.
No, that was on the small schools. When we did the big school one first.
You did ECU. I don't remember you ever being LSU.
Yeah, I was LSU. Mikey was no, because of the small one, Mikey was Boise State. We did another one to start with though that was just big schools, and we always ended up like screwing each other in national titles because we always played each other. But
we'll have to confer with Mikey to see if.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
That happens.
Yeah, we'll invite him on the pod. He'll be on next week.
So here's
right.
Here's my take on
Oh
Lane
my
Kiffin.
God.
And I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna try not to do that. I told you so.
No, you did. You did.
It was the way he said it.
What?
I forgot. It's the way he said it. But then you kept saying afterwards he wants to be like his dad. Monty Kiffin was a nomad. He traveled.
Well,
he went to different teams.
Yeah, I'll let you say
He went to different teams. And Monty Kiffin was good when he went to other teams. And yes, he followed his son around. You know, I would hope that if I was in that case, my dad followed me around. I'm assuming he would. You know, just same with you. You know, if you're in a big job, you're like, Dad, I need your help. You know what I mean?
Oh, that situation, yeah.
Okay. But Lane Kiffin, to me, should have stayed. He should have stayed. If he really, really wanted to make his mark as an all-time great coach, he should have stayed at OLE. He should have stayed there.
Ole Miss, yeah.
Is it just straight Mississippi?
It's Ole Miss.
Okay.
But it is technically the University of Mississippi, but they go by Ole Miss.
He should have stayed there. He could have made his mark. Would they have won a national title this year? I don't know, but it's the closest they've ever flipping been. The closest they've ever been.
Right.
And he should have stayed.
Well,
now he did do what Lane does. Lane leaves.
Lane leaves.
But I don't think Lane will leave LSU. I think LSU will get rid of Lane because LSU is notorious. Oh, one bad year? Oh, you had one bad year?
Ed Orgeron won a national title, and the next year he got fired.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Or if not 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah. But
and Lane should have looked at that.
Ed was
should have looked at that.
Ed was doing some not so above board shit though.
But still,
from what I've heard,
he won him a title.
Yeah.
And boom, he's gone.
I think Ed Orgeron's good shit though.
Lane, I think, will be let go before he goes.
I think so too. And this is another one of those. What do you say? Self-inflicted wounds.
That's what he said.
This is going to be a self-inflicted.
So let me ask you this:
wound.
Do you think this turned out to be another USC, as that documentary showed? And then I saw his record at USC was 28-15, and that was
great at USC.
And that was the time when USC had no scholarships.
Well, what happened, from what I could see, he had 2 good years, and those were the years that he had still had the full scholarship guys, which were all juniors and seniors at that point. By the time it came to the years of low recruit, or those couple of years of no recruits, that's when they went downhill. Once those couple of years of holy shite,
and he was still over 500 when they let him go.
Exactly.
But
he got a raw deal at SC. He did.
So let me ask you this: Lane Kiffin at LSU to win a national title, do you think he wins one within 3 years?
No.
Okay, so in that 3 years, with the expectations and the amount of money they've paid him,
they're not paying him that much, really.
$12 million a year puts him at the top of the board. Not the top dog, but he's up towards the top.
I know he's up towards the top, but he's not the top dog.
I wasn't saying top dog.
He took less at LSU than they were going to give him at Mississippi or at Ole Miss.
But he's going there for recruiting.
Well, no. I get why he's going there. I'm just saying, money wise, he actually took a pay cut.
So if he goes 3 years without a natty,
yes,
LSU let him go.
No,
you don't think so?
No.
4 years.
No.
You think they let him write out his 7-year contract without a natty?
I'm not saying that per se, but
I don't think he finishes that contract.
I do because he's gonna. Okay, let's think of it this way. Okay, if he can go to week ass Ole Miss and get them to 10 wins every year, you don't think he can't do the same thing at LSU?
But I'm talking about winning a natty. That's the ultimate goal.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is if he's going to win you 10 games a year and put you in a chance at going to the playoffs every year, no, I don't think he gets fired. No way.
Did Brian Kelly do that except for this year?
Pull it up. Pull up Brian Kelly's record at LSU.
Hold on.
He has been – okay. Pull it up.
Former LSU football head coaches' records. Ah, here we go. First one. Nope. I want the list. List coaches. Maybe later. No. X. Coaches. Okay. Let's see. Can we get their wins? What the hell kind of stats is this? Games coached. OWOL. Overall.
What's Brian Kelly's record at LSU?
Okay, here we go.
Brian Kelly's final record as the head football coach at LSU.
34-14.
Okay, so follow this one. Nick Saban at LSU, and Nick Saban left to go to Miami, which the Dolphins, and that was horrible. Was 48-16.
Okay, way better than than Doofus.
Okay. Les Miles,
my man, love me some Les Miles.
He was let go.
Right.
He was 114-34.
Right.
Why would you let him go? Based off of what you're saying, putting him in a chance.
Okay. Pull up by season.
Well, see if it'll let me do that. Oh, maybe it's right there. Ed Orgeron was like 51-20, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Ed Orgeron does have a great record. He had Joe Burrow.
That's my coach.
Okay, so Brian Kelly was 10-4, 10-3.
He's the number 8 winningest coach,
and then 5-3. I'm sorry.
According to this, he's the number 8 winningest coach at LSU.
Brian Kelly,
number 8.
Okay.
Just saying, he's one win behind Gaynell Tinsley.
Yeah, whoever that is. Who's number 1?
Charles McClendon.
Okay. Who's number 2?
Les Miles.
That's right.
And Les Miles should have never been let go. LSU wouldn't be in this shit if they'd let him go.
Didn't he get in some trouble though?
I don't know. What, he didn't win. He was at Oklahoma State. Looks like
why did Les Miles get fired from LSU?
Is it because he went 2-2?
Les Miles was fired from LSU in September 2016, primarily due to diminishing on-field performance and a perceived failure to keep the football program competitive at an elite level. The final catalyst was the team's disappointing 2-2 start to the 2016 season, highlighted by a loss to Auburn where the final play was overturned due to a management error.
They also had, in 2013, there were conduct issues as well.
You want to know?
It was recommended that they fired him back in 2013 for misconduct.
But they didn't, and he was 2-2 when they let him go.
But again,
so
he was on the hot seat.
I don't think Lane Kiffin finishes his contract with LSU. I don't think it happens. Doesn't happen. I think they let him go.
Les Miles was in trouble for a while at LSU.
I think they let him go.
I don't think so.
When he doesn't win a natty.
Nope. I don't think so. I think he's going to get 10 wins a year, and they're going to be happy. Not happy, but they're not going to fire him.
I think, looking at some of their coaches' records, dude, they weren't far below the year before.
But
what's his name was going?
But Brian Kelly,
2-2.
Brian Kelly was 5-3. He's not going to be able to get to 10 wins at that point. They already know. I don't know. Brian Kelly's just a dill hole. So this is not the right person to. I'm not dying on Brian Kelly's hill. Hell no. Les Miles' hill, I'd die on his hill a little bit, but I don't think
Lane finishes his contract. I don't.
Okay, hold on.
I think he gets terminated.
Contract. Okay.
Yeah, I think he gets terminated when he does not win a national.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. But I also don't think
we've got 7 years to figure it out.
I think you can get one in 7. I don't think he's getting one in 3. No.
I don't think he does. I think anyway.
LSU's a special place. But
it's a special place, and if he don't win one in 3, they're going to be like, "Why did we pay you this much money?" I mean, hell, the state taxpayers got to pay his buyout anyway. Why not?
Yeah, I wonder how the taxpayers of Louisiana feel about paying a guy $112 million to coach a football team.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, all right, let's move on. We got some.
All right, so
we got some pro stuff to discuss.
Well, yeah, we got to review and go over the next week. So last week, brother, we were both 9-7.
Was that both our worst weeks?
I don't know.
Just off the top of your head, I mean, 9-7 doesn't sound.
Oh no, we're 9-7 back in week 11.
Thanks for refreshing the memory.
Well, yeah,
appreciate that. All right, so 9-7.
Keep records, brother.
That's still a winning record.
It is, yes.
And in the NBA, you make the playoffs.
106, 76, and 1 for you, which puts you at 57.9%. I'm at 107, 75, and 1, which puts me at 58%. So we're both swinging a pretty hot bat.
Yeah.
But this would not be, I don't think, would put us over the threshold for the season, or if we were betting real on this. Right. But we're not betting. This is just for fun.
All right, so let's go over the first game.
Last week, the first game, Green Bay at Detroit. Packers look tough.
Is that what that says?
Yeah, GB at DT.
Sorry, it looks like GB from here.
Well, it might be, but I got that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Packers win.
They should have lost. But
Kansas City at Dallas. Dallas with a big win. Kansas City
they're in trouble.
Yeah.
They're in big trouble. Big trouble.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more a little later, their troubles. But, big win for Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas defense is Jerry might not be.
Cowgirls turned it around.
Jerry might not be as crazy as we think that he is.
No, he's crazy. He's definitely crazy.
Next, we have Cincinnati at Baltimore. Cincinnati with a huge win. Joe Burr, I know you were making fun of him earlier.
Of course I was.
But Joe Burr had a great week.
Yeah, well, because he actually played this week.
Yeah, he had the artificial foot thing going on.
The artificial foot thing.
Hey, it worked for him. Next was the Chicago Bears with a big win on Thursday over the
Friday. It was Friday.
Sorry, Friday.
But I'll tell you what, I told you it would have to be their ugliest game of the year, and it turned out it wasn't their ugliest win. They literally ran the ball down the throat of the Eagles.
Yeah, they did.
First time since 85, 86 when Walter Payton and Matt Suey were both 100-yard rushers in the same game. I mean, they literally ran them down. They ran the Eagles down. Yeah, that won't happen this coming week to the Eagles, though.
Big win for the Bears. Again, I saw some nasty stats about Caleb Williams today, but he's coming through for you. So
we'll maybe go through those when we get to the preview.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see what stats.
I have to pull them up again. Actually, I have to find them. Saw them on McAfee today is what it was. But I might be able to pull up a graphic. Never mind. Rams at the Panthers. What the hell happened? What in the hell?
Hey,
Matty Stafford played like Sam Darnold.
Sometimes the good teams got to get a loss to get refocused. And then sometimes in those games, a worse team, Carolina, gets the W.
Bryce Young looks pretty good. I mean, Panthers are hit and miss, though.
They're like Atlanta.
Oh, I would take Carolina over Atlanta.
I don't know. Either one.
But Puka Nacua with an amazing grab in this game.
It was a great catch. It was a great catch.
Yeah, great catch by Puka. But Carolina, though, great game.
It
Turned Stafford over for the first time in forever. But yeah, Carolina, good win for Carolina.
I think that puts them above 500.
Yes, they're right in the playoff race. They're still salty.
Yeah,
I think maybe in the division race because Tampa's lost or has been kind of sus recently too.
They were on a 2 or 3 game losing streak.
Next we have San Francisco at the Cleveland Browns.
Kind of went the way I thought it would go.
Yeah, Myles Garrett doing Myles Garrett shit still, but San Francisco's.
But I think you took Cleveland in that game.
I did take Cleveland. I had no faith in Purdy, but he played pretty damn good. Next we have Houston. I always got to throw that one in there. Next, Houston at Indy. Indy is leaking oil badly right now.
You know, I watched a lot of that game with my dad.
But is it Houston, though? Is Houston that good, maybe?
I don't. Their defense is.
Their defense is outstanding.
And watching that game, that was a very good defensive game. It really was. I didn't think the Colts defense was that good.
No, the Colts defense is very good.
But it came down to Indy just didn't have enough. I think Indy could have put them away, but they didn't. A couple questionable deals where, hey, let's go for it on 4th down. They didn't make it. Oh, the next time, the kicker either doinked it for an extra point or a field goal. I mean, even my dad said the first time they went for that 4th down instead of points, it was 3-0, and they could have kicked that field goal, easy range to tie the game, and they didn't. I'm like, yeah, take the points. Then the next drive, that's when the kicker, I forgot what it was. It was an extra point or if it was a field goal and doinked it.
Right.
Yeah. And it was a close game, and hey, that's the difference right there.
Right. Exactly. Next, New Orleans at Miami. The who gives a shit game of the week. Miami wins. I still think McDaniels is in trouble, but
he should be. In New Orleans, again, I still think is better off with Rattler.
I do as well, but fuck the shuck. Atlanta at New York Giants. The Giants get a big win in this one. Overtime thriller. There's an L there, yeah. Big L.
Wait, is that Giants or Jets?
Jets.
Yeah, Jets. Yeah, we both were wrong on that one. Jets. I don't know. Maybe they're
Tyrod Taylor, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm still a Fields fanish for now.
Arizona at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay gets a salty win.
That was a salty game.
Yeah,
salty game.
Arizona's
like having pretzels with no salt.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I tell you what, Brissett, individual stat-wise, Brissett looked great.
Last couple of weeks he looked great, but I don't know.
It doesn't translate to W's.
No, not always. Jacksonville at Tennessee. Jacksonville will win in this one. I mean, Tennessee might not win another game this year.
Just you wait.
Oh, you think we're going to sneak one out? Oh, yeah, that's right. You got them this week.
I think so.
Minnesota at Seattle. This was a shutout by the boys.
Oh, my God. That was a game.
I mean,
wow.
Again, but when you have games like that, it makes you wonder because, again, like I was saying earlier, Sam Darnold looked like scared Sam Darnold again against the Rams. We have an ass kicking like this against Minnesota because their quarterback is worse than 9.
Dude, that quarterback. So that was.
You only get the ball with Jackson Smith-Njigba twice.
That was horrible for that, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't. Bad. Minnesota is bad.
All of a sudden, amazingly, J.J. McCarthy. Oh, my head's okay. I'm good. And they're like,
yeah,
we don't have a choice. You're better concussed than what we got.
Yeah. So I don't know how to feel about this win. I mean, always nice to get a shutout. I mean, that's always great. But you're playing a backup quarterback.
Oh, that
in the NFL.
That defense dominated that game.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, our defense is freaking amazing, dude.
Ernest Jones had
2 picks and a touchdown. Yeah,
1 pick six.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I say, it's tough because again, as you're Mike McDonald, do you really want to go out there and really like show a bunch of offensive shit? No. dude, we're just gonna roll these guys just because our defense is way better than their offense.
And you know what? Sometimes you got to do that.
I know, but not fantasy wise. I need JSN to score points. But again,
At least you're in the playoffs for both your leagues.
No, not both my leagues. No, my other league, I'm horrible.
I'm out in both my leagues. Same record, 6-7.
Horrible in my other one. Well, because I didn't set my lineup like 3 weeks in a row. And,
I left. Yeah. I didn't put Swift in this last week and left in more. And anyway.
Me too.
That cost me bad.
Vegas at the Chargers. Chargers, big win. The Raiders are, again, we keep saying this. Raiders are unwatchable. They are.
You think Al Davis is rolling in his grave, or do you think he set himself on fire in his grave?
I don't know. He just wants to draft somebody fast, and that's all he wants to do. He's like, man, we're going to get the first pick. We're going to get the fastest dude ever. It's the first pick in the draft.
Maybe his son drafts Jamarcus Russell's son.
Maybe it might be time. It might be about time.
Or one of his kids. I'm sure.
And funny enough, that was on Lane's watch.
Well, Lane didn't want him.
I know, but it was on his watch. He had the keys to the car, don't you remember?
Yeah.
Al gave him the keys.
He had the keys to the car, but you could only go so far.
No, you gave him the keys to the car. You didn't give him the keys to the right car. You gave him the keys to the car. You just gave him the keys to the wrong car. Oh, goodness. So, and we'll make fun of the Chargers much more later. Buffalo at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is in trouble.
Pittsburgh, Buffalo won.
Aaron Rodgers took a big shot in the middle of his back.
Aaron.
He did look like a Steeler though. He had a busted up nose. He's looking pretty tough.
Yeah, he did take some licks.
He did. We'll see. We'll see what happens with them. Denver at Washington. Both of us took Denver.
Yeah. Both of us won.
Yeah, so I messed up the records, didn't I?
You sure did.
I sure did. So,
Washington almost pulled that shit. That was a great ending to that game. Even though there were a lot of penalties against Washington at the end, and Washington kept going in touchdown. Oh, penalty, touchdown, penalty. They almost pulled that out. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And if you're wearing a condom with a chick with STDs.
Well, I game better be strong. All right, so lastly, we had the New York Giants at the New England Patriots.
Wow.
Here's what I'm going to say. All right, I'm going to agree with Peyton on this one. Jackson Dart needs to learn how to get down. That legal hit he took on the sidelines was awesome. By the way,
the way he flipped? Yeah, and it was a legal hit.
Totally legal.
Now, do I blame the Giants players for defending their quarterback? Hell no, you don't. But, dude, he took a fucking shot, landed on his head, still rolled, and stood right back up.
Good for him, though. He's a tough kid. He is.
But again,
I agree with everything that Peyton says. You don't have to prove you're tough anymore. You're effing quarterback for an effing NFL team. It's not about being tough anymore. It's about
winning
and being on the field. Your best ability is availability.
I mean, unless he's trying to, him and Scatterboo are that close that Darte feels, I need to be on the sideline with him. If that's the case, just sit on the sideline with him.
I don't even think Scatterboo's on the sideline. But neither here nor there. I'm just saying, hey, Jackson Dart is an electric player, and I'd like to see him continue to play in the NFL. That would be nice. But, I mean, if he doesn't change his ways, man, he's going to be in some trouble. So next, we have this week here. So let's talk about the Cowboys at the Lions.
Okay. I so want the Cowgirls to win this game so bad that I am if I took Detroit, I am taking the Cowgirls.
You are taking the Cowgirls after all?
I am taking the Cowgirls.
All right.
With their manginas and everything.
All right. You're going to have to remind me after the pod. All right. So I'm going Cowboys. Yeah. I don't have a lot of faith in the Lions right now. Cowboys have looked pretty tough. Now their defense has been able to stop the run. That should be the biggest thing, is can they stop Jahmyr Gibbs? Because that dude is electric.
Their defense lately has been
it's been awesome.
Hey, and Trayvon's been out, and they've been doing better since Trayvon's not been in. I'm just saying. Cowgirl fans better hope Trayvon don't play.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm saying that. Their defense has gotten better since he's not been in.
So next we have the Titans at the Browns.
My upset
Of the year?
I don't know how close the game really is supposed to be, but I'm taking Tennessee in this one against Cleveland. I understand they got Myles Garrett, but I think Tennessee is going to win this like 10-9 or something. It's going to be some crazy, weird-ass score.
And Myles Garrett might get 3 sacks.
He might get 5.
I'm going Browns in this one. I trust Shador more than I trust Cam Ward, but we'll see. Atlanta versus Seattle. I got Seattle as well on the road, even flying across country. Again, Sammy Darnold scares me. This is the time, Sammy. This is the time where you fucking show me that you're a good quarterback still.
Well, you also have Atlanta's just so – we looked at their schedule. It's like win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 3, win 1, lose –
And then beat the biggest Fugaz team in the league 35-3.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yes, we will when they come up. The last one. We get to close the show with that one.
Well, good job.
Exactly. Well, that's how it worked out. Indy at Jacksonville.
I'm taking Indy in this one. Indy's got to turn it around. They got to do it quick. This is division title time.
Yeah, division game, and they always play like poop down in the Duval.
But
I'm going with Jacksonville in this one.
They didn't have Indiana Jones, who you used to chew his nuts like you wouldn't believe.
Indiana Jones? Yeah, I did until I found out he had a broken leg. Then I'm like, well, I don't know how much I'm chewing on his nuts anymore.
So you only suck a guy's nuts till his legs broke?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to know.
Maddie's leg ain't broken. Washington at Minnesota.
I think I took Washington.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sticking with that because I think Mariota's still better than
9.
Whoever's going to start for him.
9.
Even though Washington doesn't have a running back. If Washington had a running back, I think they'd have a better record without Daniels in there.
Yeah, but
they don't.
Yeah. Cincinnati at Buffalo. I think old Joe Burr is going to win this one. I think Buffalo is in trouble. And again, this is also partially a fantasy pick as well. So.
No, I know. Don't say too much. Don't say
New Orleans at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
I got Tampa Bay.
Because they got Shuck going, and Shuck isn't as good as the Rattler.
Yeah, Shuck sucks. Next, Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
I think Kansas City wins this game.
No, that's it. That's later for that game. This is Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
Oh, well, Baltimore better win this game if Kansas City can win this game.
I'm going Baltimore. Pittsburgh is not very good right now. But this could be – I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they come out and just play like Pittsburgh Steeler football on the road against Baltimore and squeak out a win. But I'm thinking Baltimore. Chicago at Green Bay. Green Bay. I think Green Bay wins this one. I think Chicago covers, as we talked about in Dirty Dozen, but I'm saying Green Bay.
I'm going with the surprise on this one. A win for the Bears in Lambeau, to me, is better than losing at home to the Fudge Peckers.
Next, we have Miami at the Jets in the Who Gives a Shit game of the week.
Are you sure it's the first one?
Miami at Jets, yep.
That's the only one?
This would definitely be the Who Gives a Shit game of the week. Well, Washington and Minnesota might have been the Who Gives a Shit game of the week, too. But this one's up there.
I'm going to say Miami pulls this one out because it's not quite super cold yet. But it's the Jets.
Hold on real quick. Let's check on that.
He's gonna go check. He's gonna check the weather.
What's the weather for the Miami at New York Jets this weekend?
You know, you could have looked that all up on the ESPN app. But that's okay.
Saturday and Sunday in New York, highs will be around 41, while lows will be around 29. Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny. Sunday, It'll be mostly cloudy.
47. Or no, 41 is the high on Sunday with a low of 27.
Still not freezing.
Okay.
We shall see. Couple days, baby. Couple days. Do we want to dare ourselves?
What is Tua's record in temperatures below
70 degrees?
30.
You got to say
I know.
you got to say 50.
Yeah, I was gonna say 50. Yeah.
Do we dare ourselves to force ourselves to watch that game?
Which one? Oh God, it'll be on the thing.
By lowest record in games with the temperature.
What's Tua's record in games below 50 degrees?
The most recent data indicates that Tua Tagovailoa's career record in games where the kickoff temperature is 50 to the power of Circ F or colder is 1 win and 8 losses, 1-8. This is a frequently cited statistic.
It's going to be 2.
Again, Jets. Next, we have Denver at Las Vegas.
Denver.
Yeah. Sunday night, the Houston Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's going to be a close one. I think the Chiefs find a way to squeak this out. They find a way to squeak it out. And that's the only way they're going to win this game.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think they're going to do it. I think Houston's defense is too tough. We'll see, though, because they ran crossers against that one team the other week. Killed them. The last one we have is the Fugazi team of the week. Philadelphia at the Chargers. Now, I'm going Philadelphia in this one.
I have to say I take Philadelphia too because San Diego and I say San Diego because they still should be from there.
They should be. The Superchargers.
They got no running backs. They can't do what the Bears did to them. Their 2 tackles are gone. Herbert's got a broke hand. I mean, and let me lead you into your deal here. Who have they really beaten this year?
Nobody, sir. Nobody. They did win their first 3 games of the season, all division games.
Division games. Was one of those against Kansas City before they?
Well, they've already. But yes, Kansas City. They beat Denver and they beat the Raiders. Now the Raiders aren't very good. And I think Denver is another Fugazi team, really. But they won their first 3 games.
You're right. They did.
But then they lost back-to-back weeks to the Commanders and the Giants.
Yep.
So 2 of their losses are to 2 of the worst teams in the league.
I'm with you.
You know their 3rd loss was to?
Off the top of my head, no.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. You know what the score of that game was, sir? You know what the score of that game was?
If I didn't know who they were playing, I'm going to go with no. No, I don't.
I think 35-3 or 35-7 or 30-something to single digits.
So they got blown out.
They got blown out by the Jaguars.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They don't have a quality win. They have 2 horrible losses. Herbert's hurt. You're right. They don't have a running game. Alt's out. Blah, 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 blah. You watch. Unfortunately, I think Harbaugh is about to take a nosedive. I don't think he's getting fired, but I don't think they're going to finish very well this season.
If he don't bounce back next year, do they get rid of him? Because this probably would be the first time he really failed somewhere.
Hell no.
As a coach.
Well, he kind of failed at the end in San Francisco, but then they ran him out of town.
They kind of ran him out of the town, but,
which they did, which was stupid. But
you had the whole Kaepernick situation, which, hey, Kaepernick played in the Super Bowl and he hadn't done shit since Harbaugh.
Right. Well, and he wasn't even the starting quarterback when he was kneeling down. He got benched because he sucked.
I know. Alex Smith was better. But this would be the first one, to my recollection, in Jim Harbaugh's head coaching career where it's not gone so good.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't gone well. But I don't think they fire him. No, because, again, it's one of those things. Who are you going to get? Who are you going to get as a better coach than Jim Harbaugh?
Okay, well, hold on. I can name guys they can go get. They can go get Dayball.
Is he better than Harbaugh?
But you threw that in at the end.
Is he better than Harbaugh?
No.
Exactly. You're not going to find a better coach better than Harbaugh. That's why
What
you're going to
about-
fire him.
What about Tomlin? What?
I would rather have Harbaugh than Tomlin.
All right. Marty Schottenheimer.
He's retired. Wouldn't want his kid, but he's retired. There's no. I don't think they fired him.
Mike Holmgren.
He's retired as well.
Holmgren can still coach?
No,
He's only, what, 70?
no, he's done. He's the same age as Andy, I think. Him and Andy are about the same
Well,
age.
then they're not 70. He can still be coaching.
He doesn't want to. He's done.
You don't want to see how fat he's gotten.
He's on local radio all the time back home.
Yeah, radio. I said he doesn't want us to see how fat he's gotten.
Doesn't matter. He's fine. Mike's great.
You can sound skinny on the radio.
Mike's great. He doesn't sound.
I sound like a
Holmgren
nice
doesn't sound
guy on this, but in real life, no. Apparently, I'm an asshole.
All right, so that is the NFL for the week. Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
Not really. We talked about the
SummerSlam. We can talk about or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, SummerSlam last weekend. It was all
whatever
right.
it was, the cage match or whatever it was.
It was all right.
It was all right. I mean, I don't know. What's your thoughts on Jey Uso?
I like Jey Uso as the singles guy for the crowd.
I'm getting tired of Jey Uso.
But Jey Uso with his brother in the ring, I would love to see the Usos versus the Young Bucks.
I'd like to see them tag up again. I
think it's coming.
I'm really tired of Jey Uso. Let me rephrase that. I'm getting tired of main event Jey Uso and Yeet. Okay, this is a War Games match. Okay, this is like a very supposed to be kind of a badass match, right?
And he's up on top of the cage, yeet, yeet, yeet.
In the middle of the match.
Yep.
Not even after. This is after your walkout. You're gonna, and then you're gonna no.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
Really turned me. Yeah,
and then Brock comes
I'm
out,
done.
and you're like, oh. But I think Jey with Jimmy is coming back.
I hope so because I'm not the only one that feels that way either. By the way,
the Cena Dominic match
was good. I liked it.
I really picked Ray to help Dom win. I was wrong.
Hey,
but someone else helped Ray win.
Great job,
Dom win.
Great job with the whole
selling of the
psychology of the match, knowing him and John. Okay, hey, I'm gonna do this move and we're gonna F it up. Still be safe and not hurt me, but we're gonna F this up to make it look like I got hurt.
Makes you wonder, did you think that was wrote, or do you think those two covered it?
Oh no, that was in the plan.
So you think that was wrote by whoever wrote their match?
Yeah.
Which I think is dumb. I think the wrestlers should be able to, hey, here's who wins, go have a great match.
Oh yeah. I think that's the way it is. I don't think
no, they have writers.
No, the writers don't write the match.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They write the match,
no.
dude. They write the promos.
Right, they write the promos, but they
write the matches.
No, they don't write the they don't write that. No, I don't. I can't believe that. I can't believe. Okay, let me rephrase. I refuse to believe that.
Okay, so
I refuse to believe that.
Let's do something before next week.
Let's look into that. Yeah,
you look into that, and next week, don't even tell me between now and then. And after you look into that, we'll go over that, and we'll also go over Heisman winners possibly.
I already don't mind, but that's all right.
I know we got to get through this week because right now there's 8 of them, and I think they only take 5. Or is it 4?
I think it's 5.
Yeah, so we got to get
5 or
that
4. I don't know.
We got to get that whittled down.
Yeah,
we'll cover that. But yeah, just look it up.
And I'm telling you, there's no you can't tell me that Freddie Prinze Jr. is writing that Logan Paul is going to jump off the top of the cage. No way. No way. I refuse to believe that.
I'm gonna have to show you this Netflix documentary.
That's fine. You can show me a Netflix documentary. But you can't tell me. Nah,
Okay, all right.
I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that John Cena is going to take what Freddie Prinze Jr. tells him to do in the ring. I refuse to believe that.
Freddie's not a writer anymore.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
I'm just
but
trying not to say. I'm trying not to say VR is what I'm trying not to say.
Oh, and by the way,
because I can't stand that mother trucker.
Oh, Vince Russo.
Yeah, that mother trucker.
Anyway, I've been reading up lately is TKO.
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 Okay. Yeah.
They own WWE.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, Endeavor, whatever. They're looking at using AI for writing.
Okay.
You know how much payroll that will you know how much payroll that cuts?
Right. And you know how much better the writing would be?
Look, I'll tell you right now, the storylines in WWE so far superior to the storylines in AEW.
Well, yeah, because Tony Khan's never mind.
But Tony
I don't know that much about the guy.
AEW puts on, I think, better wrestling matches.
Probably
better
do.
wrestling.
Probably do.
His stories suck.
If you look at
he tries to do too much of the we're gonna have the forbidden door, so you gotta stop mid deal and you're gonna fight this guy who's this guy? You're gonna fight him and you got
month booking.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you watch Raw, it's 30 minutes of wrestling and 2.5 hours of poop.
It's 45 minutes wrestling, sir.
Oh, okay. My bad.
All right.
About the same.
So to the ones and the nuns who are not watching, thanks for not watching.
Yeah.
To those who watch us later, we appreciate it. And keep watching or not watching. We'd rather you watch. We'll catch you next week.
Till next time.
And now you get to listen to some really cool exits.
This week's sponsors are the 6-passenger H-Jet MVP by Daihatsu. Not faster than a Lambo. Pure old Panther piss. Pick some up at your local liquor store. Bob the Builder. Squirtle Squirt Guns for young men 18 years and older. Joe's Porsche. They have the loaded 1989 911 on site now. Stop by and ask for Tiny. Rock Hard Cocking Service. Got a hole? Let me put my cock in it. Bill My Home Chemistry Kit. Let your kid find the cure. Marlboro Red Cigarettes. Fuck it, you're gonna die anyways. Poop Juice. Are you backed up? Haven't shit in a couple days? Poop Juice tastes like the name, but it does the job. Billy Boner Breakfast Hot Dogs. Your wife craves a big boner every morning. Looking for a career change? Want to work from home? Start your own business in vibrator repair. Check out our campus at the corner of BBC Avenue and Rabbit Butterfly Highway.